Hi friends, this is Parag here, your host on Stay Strong podcast. It's my promise to bring you the best information in the field of kettlebell sport, strength and conditioning. Today we have a special guest from UK. Her name is Maxine Morris. She's 62 and I would like to say that impossible is nothing. She started lifting kettlebells at the age of 53 and was never exposed to any sort of fitness or any sort of kettlebell lifting, any sort of weight lifting until 45. So she was practically doing nothing except walking till 45. She started lifting kettlebells at the age of 53, and now at the age of 62, after 9 years, she's lifting 16 kilos. She is representing UK. She has done more than 60-70 competitions in the past 9 years, and it is my privilege to interview her, to know more about her kettlebell sporting journey, to understand more about her mindset, which would basically help the kettlebell lifters, women kettlebell lifters in India, as well as even the lifters like us who might have little negatives or might have a little setbacks about kettlebell lifting as the age progress. Please help me to welcome Maxine, who is from UK. Hello friends, this is Parag. Welcome back to Stay Strong podcast. We have Maxine from UK, and it is my privilege to host her and interact with her on the field of kettlebell sport. And I'm so excited to understand more about her kettlebell training journey. Most important, she started kettlebell little late in her age, and now she has progressed. She has got stronger. We will chat over. We will understand her mindset. How does she train, and a lot of things. Over to you, Maxim. Welcome to Stay Strong podcast.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi. So we would like to know your fitness and your professional background. How did you get into kettlebells? So the most important part is your background first.
Right. My professional background is that I am a qualified paralegal in a local firm of solicitors, and I deal with wills and probate. My fitness background was really non-existent. I hated sports at school, and I would forge letters and skip school basically just to get out of doing physical education. I was the kid that nobody wanted in their team because I was so uncoordinated. I didn't get the rules, and basically the teachers thought I was lazy, which I wasn't. I just couldn't do it. I didn't start doing any kind of training until I was about 45, when my younger daughter encouraged me to join a local gym.
Okay.
Yeah, so I saw the ladies there, and they were, quite muscly, and I thought, well, I wanted to look like that.
Yes.
So I started doing a body pump class, and with the barbells, and from there I did the free weights.
Okay.
And I saw my body changing, and I started to feel good, good about myself. And then I looking on the internet, and I saw a kettlebell. And so I ordered this kettlebell. It was an 8-kilo kettlebell. It was one of the horrible kinds, fitness kettlebells with a big rubber mat on the bottom. And I went onto YouTube and taught myself how to swing it. And I just loved the way it made me feel, because it was just full body exercise. Even though it was only a lightweight, obviously it felt quite heavy when I was, to start off. And that was the start, really.
Okay.
Just doing that.
Okay. So until 45, were you exposed to any kind of sport, like say, for example, running, or maybe any kind of athletic sport?
Nothing.
What was your fitness background before 45? Anything? Like until 40? Nothing. Absolutely.
Nothing.
So did you?
The only thing I did was push. I had 3 children.
Okay.
And I used to walk into town with a double buggy, pushchair, load it up with shopping, always too much shopping, and push it back up the hill. So that was my only fitness training before 45. And
Okay. Okay.
so by 45, all the 3 children had pretty much grown up. And
Okay.
you should go to the gym, Mum,
Okay. So practically, you never lifted the weights until 45, I assume, right? And were you engaged in any kind of endurance activity like intense walking or something sort of like that, yoga, maybe something sort of like that?
No, the only thing I did was walk. I used to walk children to school, just family stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And who introduced you the kettlebell sport, the real kettlebell sport where you actually started competing? So who is the person?
Well, at the time I was looking on the internet and I saw kettlebell sport, but I also saw the fitness, the Dragon Door kettlebell, fitness training. And I found a lady who'd done the fitness training qualifications, and I got in touch with her, emailed her, and she pointed me to a kettlebell club in Nottingham called Nottingham Kettlebells. And I started to go there. It was about an hour's drive every Saturday, and I'd go over there. And it wasn't. I hadn't learnt any technique, because it was slow going, because kettlebell sport technique is hard to learn. And this lady who was, as a friend, she said, Maxine should do a competition. And
Okay, interesting.
I hadn't learned the double dip for jerk or anything. So in 11 weeks, I trained up to do 8 kilo biathlon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a massive thing for me to do. Yeah.
Okay. So that was the first time you started the kettlebell sport journey, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So what was your first competition like? How much did you lift it? No. How much did you lift it?
I lift.
What did you do biathlon?
Doubles weren't in then, so it was single 8 biathlon. It was. I think I did. Was it 180 jerk, and I did 104 snatch.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I got there, and I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to remember how to do the double dip,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So that was way back in 2000.
I can tell you the date. It was 26th of April 2013. It's so memorable.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was in 2013. Okay. And then
Yes,
it
yeah.
was like no looking back after 2013.
Sorry?
There was no looking back after 2013.
Oh, no, there was no. That's right. Yeah, it was. Yes, I mean, from then, really, up until COVID, there was never really a time that I wasn't doing probably 6 or 7 competitions in a year in the UK.
Okay.
Because, there were so many.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you started traveling within the UK to compete. Is that so?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, my husband because my husband wasn't lifting then.
Okay.
To just take me to competitions and drop me off mostly, and then come back a bit later because he wasn't into it then, but obviously he is now,
Okay. So now looking at you, even your husband has started lifting kettlebells. Is that so?
Yeah. We both lift. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So is your husband also competing into kettlebell sport competitions?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
That's so good to know that you guys support each other and you guys are growing together both in kettlebell sport. That's really nice.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Yes, great. So now to a little technical understanding about kettlebells is as your age progresses, our ability to train effectiveness of the ability to train drops. So how do you take care of yourself in that case? I mean to say, like, do you have any supplement support? Do you take any coaching, extra coaching? Like, do you have any coach who will guide you? And the third part would be like, how do you manage injuries? So if you see some injuries when you're lifting, how do you manage that? So yeah.
Right, okay, that's quite a lot for a start. Um, I can't train as much as I used to do. I
Okay.
probably twice, three times a week.
Okay.
I think at any age you can still train effectively. It's just that the goalposts move, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Nutrition. I try and eat organic vegetables and organic meat.
Okay.
I eat meat every day. I love red meat, so I do eat a lot of red meat.
Okay.
Supplements wise, I take creatine. I've taken creatine now for the last 15 years.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I always take that. And then the normal, really, I take vitamin D
Okay.
with vitamin K. That's something
Yes.
I've taken for a long time. Vitamin C, magnesium, zinc, B vitamins. So all the usual.
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
think as you get older, you don't absorb them in the same way from food.
Yes.
So they are important.
Okay.
And as far as about 3 years ago, I started to do a mobility program, which has basically kept me injury free.
Okay.
I used to get sort of little niggles in my elbows, and
Okay.
I used to go off to a physio every few months, and he'd give me shockwave on it, and I'd be fine, But since I've been doing the mobility that I've been using, I've not been to the physio for 3 years. So it's all, yeah. And if I slack off the mobility, if I get a bit lazy, then I get twinges here and there. But because I understand my body now, I know exactly what to do, and they just go. And so, I've got no aches and pains at the minute at all, and I'm really working hard, So all's good.
Yes. Mobility is the key aspect or the key
It's
training.
absolutely,
Yes, in your kettlebell training sport or your kettlebell sport
Yeah.
journey, because I personally also have insist a lot of my students to do mobility, and
Yeah.
also the mobility is a very intriguing part of our workshops and our seminar, because that really helps to recovery faster, right? I mean, that is also very important.
Yeah, I think you could probably get away with it when you're younger, but if you want to lift right up into your 60s and 70s and 80s even, you end up doing more than actual lifting kettlebells, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Just a little bit extended understanding for me on supplements is, at this age of 62, you're taking like a lot of supplements, right? Like
Yes.
whatever supplements you have mentioned. What kind of challenges do you face? Is that helped you immensely in your kettlebell training? How does that help you? For example, if you are not doing kettlebells, if you are not training, do you still continue to take supplements, or do you only take supplements when you're training?
No, I take supplements. I mean, one of the reasons I take supplements is because I do have an autoimmune thyroid disease.
Okay.
So I would carry on taking those for that reason, really.
Okay.
I think the creatine does help.
Okay.
So yes, I think, yes, I would carry on. Yeah, I do think they make a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any negative experience about kettlebell lifting?
None at all. No, it's made me more confident as a person. It helps with mental health, and all I have to do is lift my kettlebells. I don't have to do anything else. I get cardio from that. So they're just great. Yeah, just great.
Yes. Have you faced any injuries when it comes to kettlebell sport? Any kind of injuries when you started lifting kettlebells a little later? Now you're 62, so have you faced any injuries?
The only injury I can ever say that was inflicted by a kettlebell is when I was down at the gym, and it wasn't a sports kettlebell, It was fitness, and I tried to snatch with it, and because it wasn't a sports kettlebell, the balance wasn't right, and I did slightly injure my wrist. So I've never done that again. I've never picked up a sports, a normal fitness, one of the horrible type ones. I've never picked one up and snatched it for that reason. But I think since then I've become stronger, and my mobility is just so much better. I'm in better physical shape now than I was 10 years ago.
Okay, interesting. That's nice.
Yeah.
Great. So do you train by yourself or do you have any coach?
I do have a coach. My coach is Abby Johnston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's from Scotland, no?
Sorry?
She's from Scotland, yeah.
She is, yes.
Yeah.
So we train, she sends me homework, she sends, on a spreadsheet. And then I do my sessions through the week. Yeah.
Okay. So can you give me a little bit more insight about importance of having a coach in your training? Have you experienced yourself that you are training by yourself and you're training with a coach? What is the difference between the two things?
I've always had a coach.
Okay.
It's important, particularly when you start off lifting kettlebells, to get a coach.
Yes.
Because for the technique, even if you can't afford to carry on, you should get one when you start off. I've always had a coach. I would need a coach because if I didn't have a coach, I would push myself too hard.
Okay.
Expect too much from myself, and I would get discouraged. Whereas Abby, she knows me and she knows what I can do, and she gets me towards my goals.
Yes.
I really like having a coach. Yeah.
That's nice. How many competitions have you participated in past 7-8 years since you're lifting in all total? How active are you in participating in the competition?
Probably hundreds.
Okay.
Yeah, because in the UK, the GSU comps, you have 7 in a year, and then we'd have the grassroots comps, which were the 5-minute, triathlon-y type comps. So it was every weekend sometimes.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah.
So do you do marathon or do you do classic mostly?
I lift everything.
Okay.
I do. Yeah, I do biathlon. I love biathlon. I do long cycle. I've done marathon, half marathon, pentathlon, and I've just done the Sergei Rudnev's comp with the double half snatch.
Okay.
Which I did the other week. So I just love all the lifts. It was Abby that inspired me when I used to watch Abby when we first started out. And at that time, 8 years ago, you either did biathlon or you did long cycle. But she used to do all 3 lifts with a 24. Yes. And I thought, I want to do all lifts. I want to do biathlon and I want to do long cycle. So yes. So at the moment, I'm working towards the qualifiers in February for the England team. It's double 12 biathlon.
Okay.
And in March, there is an in-person competition, a marathon competition, and I'm going to have a go at doing half an hour double half snatch with 2 8s.
Okay.
That's an absolute first, and it's just something to do. Yeah.
Great. I wish you all the best for the same.
Thank you.
Great. Um, COVID-19, as the pandemic had stuck all of us globally, and it really
Yes.
put us on a stop mode practically. How has COVID helped you in shaping both your sporting career, uh, which is doing the competitions, as well as your professional career? If you can share the experience.
Yeah, I think I've quite enjoyed the online competitions. Um, and I went from actually training in a gym. I used to keep my kettlebells at a nice warm light gym, um, and then I had to go and train in the garage. So that has been. I didn't think I'd ever be able to do that, to actually make myself go out in the freezing cold and train in the garage. So that has been proof of how much I love kettlebells.
Yes, yes.
To do that. So yeah, it's going to be good to get back to in-person competitions, because I miss contact with all my friends.
Yes.
It's not the same on Zoom, is it?
Yes.
Zoom, but it's not the same. So that's hopefully that can start this year.
Yes, yes. I would want to know one very strong reason. How has kettlebells and kettlebell sport and kettlebell training, say for example, you are not doing kettlebell sport, but you are just doing kettlebells, okay? So you're just lifting kettlebells. How has helped that you in your professional career?
Oh, it's made me more confident as a person, because I am naturally a very shy, retiring sort of person. And it has, I would never be able to stand up in front of people and talk, but I can stand up and lift kettlebells in front of loads of people, and I feel confident. So yes, it's made me a more confident person, I'm sure, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, super, great. I would like to know your best kettlebell sport lifting numbers in all formats. Say, for example, if you have done classic, or maybe if you have done marathon, I would like to know the numbers, the best numbers what you have done.
Right. Just before lockdown, I took part in the Welsh Kettlebell Open competition, and I did double biathlon 12s, and I got my best number, and that was 91 jerk and 195 snatch.
Okay.
That's my best biathlon.
Okay.
And I'd like to do more than that. My numbers have come down since lockdown, and I think that's probably been the same for everybody. But I would like to get 195 double jerk and 200 snatch. I think
with what weight?
212s.
212s. Okay.
Yeah, I have snatch only. My best number was 210, and snatch. Yeah.
Okay. And have you tried 16 kgs one arm long cycle?
I've done 16 snatch. Yes, I have done. Yes, I did. I've done 16 one arm long cycle, and I've done 16 snatch. I had 6 minutes snatch at 90 reps.
Okay.
I would like to think that I could still do 10 minutes with a 16, but I maybe not be able to. Maybe I'm too old, I don't know.
So with 16 kg long cycle, what is your number?
I think I did 89 reps.
Okay, yeah. That is in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really nice number. And snatch, how much did you do? Snatch?
I did 90 reps.
90
snatch.
reps. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And any numbers on marathon?
Oh, marathon. I did in Poland. I went to the IKMF in Poland and I got veteran master of sport. Where I can't remember how many reps actually now. Was it probably 500 and something?
Okay.
It's right, Graham's just shouted 585. That was for 12 one-arm long cycle, and that was for marathon. Yeah.
Okay.
I got in the lockdown on the online IKMF. I got CMS with a 14.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I had a good day that day. I couldn't believe I managed to, sort of 11 reps a minute all the whole time. And I was, wow,
Wow. Actually, I don't remember because even I was in Poland for the IKMF competitions.
Were you?
Yeah. I was a solo representative from India, and I played one-arm long cycle, 24 kilos, 1 hour, and double 16s for 30 minutes.
Wow, did you? Wow.
Yeah, I got Master of Sports.
Wow, brilliant.
Yeah, but
I didn't see it. It's funny how you can be at a comp and there's so many people there, aren't there?
Yes, there are a lot of people, but but it's a small world. I guess we should be able to see each other very soon. Do you plan to come to WKSF event in Portugal?
I don't know yet. It depends how the travelling, what we can do.
Okay.
I don't know.
How are things there now currently, like in the Omicron and the COVID things in the UK? Is it rising or is it dropping down? How it is current situation?
I think it is dropping. I think we've got another variant of the Omicron, but I think it's probably more transmissible, but still fairly okay. We're not going to wear masks now in shops.
Oh, you don't wear the mask?
No, that last Thursday that stopped.
Okay, wow.
People are still wearing them, but you don't. Yeah.
Okay.
So it has relaxed quite a lot. Yeah.
Okay, so I think things will get better in a couple of months.
I think so, yes. And as I say, we've got an in-person comp in March. I think March the 12th. So that should be good. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so one last message, if you could give to the kettlebell sport lifting women's out here in India, or even in general to everyone, a strong message if you can share with your experience.
Yeah, I would say that it's never too late to become an athlete. Always strive to be the best that you can at any age, and don't neglect your mobility training.
Yes, that's most important. Yes. And if it is in one of the messages which you're sharing, then I'm sure that's well thought of. So I'm glad that you shared that, and that would really leave a very positive impact on the viewers, as well as the kettlebell sport lifting people, and even those who are watching this who are not into kettlebells but who are into fitness, would really impact them a lot. Great. So Maxine, thank you very much for your time, for your valuable time, and I wish you peace, I wish you strength, I wish you all those best numbers what you have not imagined you could achieve that.
Right, thank you.
And I will see you in person very soon. I wish you good luck.
I'll look out for you next time, definitely.
Yes. Great. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.